Hey guys, welcome back. Today we have another awesome trophy list to review from one of you great subscribers. And on today's video, we have got Gazer Beams. So let's get into the stats of Gazer Beams' account. Gazer has got 43 platinums, 178 gold, 519 silver, and 1,620 bronze trophies. They have played 52 games, completed 42 of them, which gives them a completion rate of 94%, which is out of this world, to be honest. They average 4.32 trophies per day, and they are in the top 91,000 of their country, which is really good, bearing in mind they are from the US of A, so there'll be loads more PSN profile accounts in USA compared to other smaller countries. So 43 plats in total, 3 of which are ultra rare, which I'll go into later on in the video because there are some special platinums, 2 of which I really love. Me and Gazer have got 20 of the same platinums, and in terms of kind of game series that we know and love, Gazer has got 5 platinums from the Uncharted series, the Spyro trilogy, 2 from Call of Duty, 2 from Doom, and 2 from Crash Bandicoot. So when I do these trophy list reviews, I do tend to get a little bit jealous when I see some of the platinum people have and they're platinums that I really want. So I end up suffering from a disorder called platinum FOMO, which is, it doesn't get talked about enough in our community. It's quite a big mental health disorder. So this list has 2 platinums that I really want, one of which I'm sure you can all predict because it's the one I always go on about. And we'll see it very soon. But yeah, this is a really good list filled with a variety of games. So let's go from the beginning. And we start off in a very nice way. A good way to start off the account with Astro's Playroom on the PS5. Of course, that's the game you get for free with your PS5. And I do hope Sony make a sequel to this, with or without a platinum. I just think it's a good game, good mascot. I like the first 3 platinums of Gazer Beams' account because it's like a nice traditional kind of the perfect PlayStation platinum beginnings. Astro's Playroom, Spider-Man, and Spider-Man Miles Morales, all done relatively quite quickly. There's something you're going to see in this account. Gazer gets through the platinums quickly. This person is not hanging around. And then for platinum number 4, Gazer Beams just went all out and smashed it out the park with Red Dead Redemption 2. Round of applause. And what's really impressive is that they did this in a month and 3 weeks, which is really good, in January 2022. I'd love to know how many hours this took you in total on your PS. Because it says 200 hours in the guide, and I don't know. I mean, some people do it within 200 hours, to be fair, but I definitely haven't yet. And I was looking at the breakdown of your trophies, and I like the way you did it. On your final day when you got the platinum, you got the rank 50 on multiplayer trophy, and you got the 100% completion, which is nice. And I know which trophy you got before that. I won't do any spoilers, but you kept a very nice trophy to get your 100%. So yeah, very nicely done. That is a great platinum, and your 4th platinum as well. It's awesome. Then we go on to Mafia, which is a really popular game and quite a tricky platinum. I know it's got that one very difficult trophy that some people struggle on. Not for you though, because you did it in 1 week, 16 hours. One thing I like about this account as well is you'll play a game and then do the sequel straight after it, which is pretty cool. That happens quite a few times, as we'll see. And then on to a classic that I think everyone should try and get on their platinum account, which is Ratchet & Clank from the PS4. This is a really good game. Then you went straight back after and got Rift Apart, which is the brand new one released on PS5. I prefer Ratchet & Clank, to be honest. I wasn't the biggest fan of Rift Apart, although technically it's an awesome game from a visual and sound perspective. And then on to Wolfenstein: The New Order, which is a game I do play on and off in the background. And the fact that you did this so quickly kind of makes me think I should really like focus on it and get it done, because you got it done in like just under 4 days, and I've just been playing it for months, really badly, apparently. But yeah, these Wolfenstein Platinums are very difficult, because you do have to complete the game on the hardest difficulty. There's loads of like challenge trophies you have to do, kill enemies a certain way. You have to upgrade your weapons and stuff. And of course, there's collectibles. And then again, you went straight onto it and got Wolfenstein The Old Blood, which I think is shorter than the New Order. That recently came for free on the PS Plus extra and premium account. So if you have one of those subscriptions, you can get Old Blood for free, as you can get Wolfenstein number 2, which, Gazer, I had a look at your total list and I wish you good luck with Mein Leben. So Gazer Beams is also playing Wolfenstein 2 in the background, and he's just got the big trophy to get, which is probably the hardest bronze trophy in trophy history. And then we go on to Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, which is quite an epic Lego game, probably the biggest they've ever made. It's got 100 hours to complete it in the guide. It covers every film Star Wars has ever made. That's what my mates have told me, and pretty impressive you got it done within 3 weeks. Because it normally takes me a week or two to do a Lego game, so you did that in 3 weeks, which is really, really cool. It is one that I eventually want to do, probably on console rather than Vita. Although I'm not sure it's on the Vita actually, so ignore me. And then you did SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom. This is a game I did download, and I still haven't done it, but it just looks like a nice, fun platforming collectathon, and obviously with the cool characters that we all know. So it's definitely one for me to do in the future for sure. And then on to Gran Turismo 7, which I think is a hard platinum. And you got that across 2 months. That is, I've heard great things about that game. So if you're into racing games, that is definitely a game to try out. And if you love racing games and racing platinums, check out the video I did for Dragon Dance's account, because he is the racing game master. And then next we have the second other platinum that I'm so jealous about, and that is Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. Oh, I didn't mention, sorry, Red Dead 2 is obviously an ultra rare, and this is the second ultra rare in the list. You did this in a month and a week, and kind of fairly recently, a year ago. So I just wonder how you got it done so quickly. This is one of those games that it's really annoying. Metal Gear Solid is like my favorite gaming series of all time, and for some reason, I've played through this twice and I've never finished it. To this day, I've still not finished this game. I tried it when it came out 6, 7, 8 years ago now, and I just couldn't get into it. The voice actor changed for the Snake character, which I struggled with. The gameplay was a lot more harder and involved, and I just wasn't gelling with the story. And then during the COVID lockdown kind of era, I picked it up again and tried it. And there's a moment in the game where it kind of makes you, no spoilers, but it makes you kind of repeat missions again. Like the first, you do about 30, 40 odd missions, and then it makes you start doing them again, but they're slightly different. And it just kind of threw me off. But I'm halfway there with the trophies, and yeah, I just really want this platinum. This is one of my 5, 6 or 7 dream kind of platinums. So yeah, very encouraging to see that you got this done in 5 weeks. Very, very impressive. And it's only rated at a 5 out of 10, but I think it's harder than that. Same with Red Dead 2, that was rated a 5 out of 10, which I do not agree with. And then on to an awesome first-person shooter game, which is Doom. I really like this a lot. And you did that in a week and a day, which I think there are multiplayer trophies, but they aren't too involved. Then you did back-to-back again and got the sequel, Doom Eternal. Guys, I'm going to give you a big warning. If you're going to go for the Doom Eternal Platinum, get the multiplayer out the way first. The multiplayer, if you want to do it quickly, you need to boost, and it takes 2 other people. So you and 2 more people, because the format is 1 versus 2 in the multiplayer, and it's still busy. I got the platinum in last November, maybe December. Multiplayer was still busy, and you can find games relatively quickly, but if you were to play multiplayer normally, you'd spend ages grinding away with the trophies that you have to do. So it's better to boost them. So just make sure you get that out of the way, because I found it very frustrating and hard to find people to boost with. I definitely prefer Doom out of the two. And I think they're both available. I think PS Plus, Extra and Premium added loads of Doom games in the last update. So again, you can get those two for free. You can definitely get Doom Eternal. I can't guarantee Doom, but you can definitely get Doom Eternal for free. I've seen it up there. And one thing I liked is, in terms of the variety of platinums and games you play, this is a nice little kind of run here. You've got like a big Lego Star Wars epic game. You've got a nice platforming collectathon type game. You've got an epic racing game. You've got a Metal Gear Solid game. And then you've got a first person shooter game. So it's just a nice, really nice variety of games that you go in between. Then after Doom Eternal, we've got Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, which is one I've added to my list because it's 2 out of 10, 11 hours. Looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. So I think that might be one that I look into getting, along with also Psychonauts, which you did back to back, number 1 and number 2. These are games that I'm definitely going to look into to get to play in between the kind of bigger / harder games. Hades, I've heard this is quite a tricky platinum. I think there's a lot of grind at the end of the game. But again, no problem for you. Got that done in just under 3 weeks. Rated at 6 out of 10, 50 hours. So it was quite popular when it came out. But I'm not the biggest fan of, I forget what the official word is for it, but when it's kind of top-down gaming, isometric, I think. I'm not the biggest fan of that. I'm probably too spoilt by kind of modern day games. And then we go on to, if you've watched these trophy list reviews and you've listened to me go on and on over the last 6 months, you know my feelings for this game. Absolute masterpiece, very straightforward, easy platinum, grindy, lots of collectibles and lots to do, but absolute masterpiece of a game. Really love this game. And then on to Hot Wheels Unleashed. I think this was on PSN, one of the monthly games in the last 4 or 5 months. This looked pretty cool, I have to say. When I saw gameplay of it, I thought they did it really well. The kind of the races, the cars you could get. I think there was even a Batman DLC you could get. So you could get like a Hot Wheels Batmobile and stuff, which I thought was pretty cool. Lego DC Supervillains. This has been talked about a lot in the comments recently with you subscribers. And it's come up on a few trophy lists. And I do want to get it. I do like the Lego games. I think they're fun. And I think they're nice to play in between some of the more harder, grindier games. And this is one that I definitely want, just simply for the Joker. Then we're approaching the 3rd ultra rare of Gazer Beams' list, and this is a very serious platinum, which I'm not sure how you did so quickly. It's crazy. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, 8 out of 10, 70 hours, done in 4 weeks, done in a month. That's unbelievable. That's amazing. This, I think, is a very serious platinum because this is so skill dependent. There's no like RNG or grinding it out and leveling up. It's just down to, are you good at skateboarding on a video game, and kind of looping together all the different things you can do to get all the points, etc. So that is pretty good. I think one of our subscribers, I think it was Tyler Peck, was also working through this as well about a month or 3 weeks ago. He mentioned on a stream, so it'd be interesting to know if Tyler's also done this now. And then after that hard grind of literally grinding in Tony Hawk's, a nice kind of break with Stray, which is a very popular game, very popular platinum. Good game to get, very short, very short. That's like a 1-day platinum if you dedicate the whole day to it. But really good game to play. Then you got 2 Crash Bandicoot Platinums, which are notoriously hard to do and very hard to get Platinums in. Warped is 4 out of 10, which I don't believe. Like, I don't always believe these ratings. I tend to add numbers on them because I think games are harder than these guides make out. And you did Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back. I know you're working on some others in the background. So yeah, these games are very hard and notorious, but not for me. I don't think I'll ever get a Crash Bandicoot Platinum. Way too hard. Medieval, I know this is a popular one with the subscriber list. A lot of you guys have got the Platinum in this and you recommend it for sure. It's one that I'll look into for sure. I found the movement a bit janky, like when I tried playing it, and luckily I didn't pop a bronze trophy, so it doesn't sit there on my trophy list forever. Then after that, Mortal Kombat 11, 1 week, 2 days. This is a 60-hour platinum. Skill dependent as well. Skill dependent, 60 hours if you're good at the game. And Gazer Beams are just absolutely plowed through it and got it done in less than a week and a half, which is really, really awesome. And then for January 2023, just a few months ago, was obviously Last of Us month for Gazer Beams, which actually I'd realized that's when the TV show started. So that's actually quite good timing. I don't know if that was deliberate, but very nice. You got the Last of Us 1 PS5 remake platinum done in a week, and then you got Last of Us 2 done in just under 3 weeks. So that's really nice to see. If you guys haven't played the remake of Last of Us Part 1, it's really good. If you can get it kind of on sale or cheaper, it's very good and a very easy platinum. I don't know why it's got, I think these numbers are from the remastered version, because it's not a 6 out of 10 and it's definitely not 60 hours. I normally take ages to get a platinum, but this took me like 20-25 hours. And then on to another racing games. Quite a few good racing games littered through the trophy list. Burnout Paradise remastered, nicely done. Again, 4 days, 20 hours. Just kind of absolutely blasted through that. And then Horizon Zero Dawn, I got that quite recently as well. Good game. I think it's a bit overrated, a bit overhyped in terms of the reputation it has, but it's a good game for sure. Definitely if you like PlayStation open world games, action adventure, you should definitely try it out. Call of Duty Modern Warfare, I've got this as well. This is one of the easiest COD Platinums to get. So if you want to get a COD Platinum, this is definitely the one to try out. You just got to do the campaign on Veteran, and it's very fun. Very short, very fun. Lots of really versatile trophies to get. I haven't done Modern Warfare 2. I haven't actually bought it. I've only been playing Warzone on it, but I know there's some co-op trophies in that, and it's a little bit harder than the original. And then one of the favorite trilogies on this channel for sure. We're all big fans of this. I like that you did it back to back, just got it done. And then look at this date, 27th March. This was Uncharted Day for Gazer Beams, because they got 1, 2, and 3 all done in the same day. I always wonder how people do this. Do you leave one trophy from one, an easy trophy, then get 2, play 2, leave 1 trophy, play 3? Is that how you do it? But Gazer Beams got the whole set, all 5 of the Uncharted games, and I find it funny looking at this. Apparently 2 and 3 are harder than 4 and Lost Legacy. That is not the truth. That is not the reality. These 2 are quite straightforward. 4 is hard, and Lost Legacy at times is hard. I would say 4 and Lost Legacy are comfortably the hardest Uncharted Platinums. So I'm not sure how PSN have kind of numbered this up. 4 is one of my proudest platinums for sure. It is hard. At times I thought I was not going to get the platinum, but that is definitely a fun one. And then I haven't seen this one show up on a trophy list, so really nice to see a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game show up, because I was a big fan of that as a kid. Shredder's Revenge. So that is a nice one to see. So all in all, I thought another very awesome trophy list, kind of loads of variety, lots of game series being tackled, sequels getting done straight away, and obviously some absolute gems in Red Dead 2, Metal Gear Solid 5, and Tony Hawk's 1 and 2. So I think we can all agree, a round of applause for Gazer Beams for a wonderful trophy list. Thank you for submitting it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that one and gave you some ideas for games, gave you some inspiration, or like me, gave you platinum FOMO. I am going to keep plowing through the trophy list that you guys have sent me. So I hope to kind of keep making videos over the next coming weeks and get up to date. So don't worry, you'll be coming soon if you've submitted your PSN to me. Sometimes they can get lost in the comments. So just kind of, if you don't think I've responded or acknowledged it, please just repost it if you don't mind, and I will acknowledge it and add you to my list. I'm also going forward going to be changing the thumbnail of these videos because I don't think it's that great. In general, I need to update and upgrade my thumbnails, to be honest, going forward. So you might see that change over the coming weeks or so. As always, thank you for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button so YouTube promote it to other people to watch and we find more trophy hunters to enjoy this content. Thanks a lot for watching and see you on the next one. Take care.